NorthJerseySports.com Athlete of the Week. You can nominate an athlete by tweeting at us, #NJSAOTW, or emailing us at njsaotw@northjerseysports.com.
This is a NorthJerseySports.com Athlete of the Week. I'm your host, Chris Fichtel. This week's winner is Kyle Mack, Ridgewood track athlete. Kyle, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've had a strong career running, but it really all came together at the events of the Bergen County Relays. What did you do to get yourself prepared?
I mean, I've done what I've always done for practice, make every practice like as if you're competing, and all the coaches really prepare us for this. But I mean, with that meet, it's senior year, I knew what I had to do, and I just ran as hard as I could. No pacing myself. I did what I had to do, and I made sure my team came on top.
So pretty much just standard getting ready for each match?
Yeah, I take every meet the same way, prepare the same way, and just race the same way. But I just made sure I had put my maximum effort in.
And you did such a great job. You came home with 4 gold medals. After the first one, were you like, I'm good, or were you like, hey, I got to go out and get these next 3 as well?
After my first race, I knew I was going to be in for a good meet. I was really pumped. Running the time, I think I beat my PR by almost 2 seconds.
Wow.
So I knew I was really ready to run some big races, and I was just happy my teammates also came through with me.
I was going to say, and starting off, like you said, personal record right off the bat, first race, it gets you into like a perfect mode.
Yeah, exactly. Personal record, and then next race, 4x100, another PR for me. SMR, almost PR'd. My team ran well, and then 4x4, I brought it home with another PR again.
Wow, man, so almost in every single one of your competitions.
Almost,
one
yes.
Heck of a day.
Yes, it was.
In your junior season, you did really well in the state tournament, and then also on a trip out to California. How did that prepare you coming into your senior season, do you say?
I mean, all those experiences from sophomore year, junior year, really, I mean, to go to those meets and experience what, like, the big time is really amazing. Like, not just to go there, but to be a part of it. And then now, I just don't want to be a part of it. I want to make an impact, and I want to make sure I make a name for myself and for my team.
I know you said you take every race the same way, like in preparation, but do you notice the magnitude of certain races over others?
Yes, I mean, of course, dual meets, there's not going to be as much pressure, there's not going to be as many people, but you still have to run the same times. If you don't run the same times, there could be someone that you've never heard of that could come down and take you out of the race, and I just want to make sure that I run my best every single time I'm out on the track.
Track is typically an individual sport, but you really excel out there with your teammates during the relays. Do you find it to be more rewarding when you win by yourself or when you win with your teammates as well?
Without a doubt, with my teammates. I mean, not only you get to share the moment and experience with them, and you get to share the joy of victory and everything like that. It's also more motivating. I mean, to be better than someone individually is awesome, but just to share that experience with others is just even a better experience for me.
For sure, and it brings the togetherness and really makes it feel like a team, where a lot of people that run track never get to be a part of a team, so it's good like
exactly.
that.
And I mean, if it wasn't for my team in the past, I wouldn't have been able to go to all these big meets and be able to experience all this stuff, and I'm just thankful for them and to have them push me.
That's a really good attitude to have. Now it's time for the big four questions with Kyle Mack. You also played varsity basketball. Would you say that helps you out on track as well?
I mean, a lot of kids that I know that do winter track, they kind of burn out or they lose the motivation or maybe the drive. I mean, I played soccer in the fall compared to kids who did cross country, and then in the winter I did basketball. So any sport I'm in 100%, and I'm ready to give it my all.
So do you feel like it gave you help with the endurance factor, like
yes,
you said,
for
playing
sure.
soccer as well?
Soccer got the endurance. Basketball gave me the agility, the speed, the quickness to really get out on the line. And then track, I just brings it all together.
I swear, man, doing track and soccer, you could do anything stamina-wise, right?
That's what I feel like, yeah.
You're a senior now, and high school is coming to an end. Have you figured out where you're going to school next year, and will you be running as well?
Yeah, the other day I committed to University of Fordham, so that's where I'll be attending, and I will be running there.
That's fantastic. Fordham University, nice local school. Was that a big motivating factor to going to Fordham, being somewhere near home?
I mean, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go location-wise, but I know my mom and my dad really wanted, especially my mom wanted me to stay close. And Fordham's in a place where I'm not at home, but I'm close enough where I could come, and they can even see me run too, which is really nice.
You run a couple of tough events. Which is harder for you, passing the baton or catching the baton or jumping over the hurdles?
Definitely the hurdles. I mean, it's the same distance, but to have those 10 extra things to jump over is really, really annoying. But I mean, I've improved a lot in the hurdles, and I've actually begun to enjoy them a little more now since I've been able to break out, and I feel like I have a lot more room to grow in that event, especially.
How young were you when you started running track? Is it something relatively new for you?
That's a funny question, because my freshman year of high school, I did soccer, basketball, and in the spring I didn't do anything.
Right.
And then the next year, my mom, she wanted me to go out for track. A bunch of parents wanted me to go out for track because they knew I was fast. But I was actually really in love with golf. I wanted to do golf, but I heard there was cuts for the golf team, so I decided that'd be a little embarrassing. So I gave track a shot. I wanted to see if I was actually fast, because I knew in other sports I was fast,
right.
But it just happened to work out. And track is now almost taken over my life, but I really am thankful that I made that decision.
Lastly, we're into May with the county and Penn relays behind you. What are your goals for the rest of this season with the state meets coming up?
Well, big thing now, we got the team meets, a lot of the team meets out of the way. Now it's time more putting myself ahead of everyone.
Right.
League is coming up this week. I know I can put in some big times that can prep me for counties and then eventually state sectionals and then so on with groups and state meet of champions. So I'm just taking one meet at a time and make sure I improve just a little bit with every single race I perform in.
You're in really great form right now. You mentioned you had set 3 personal records and almost even a 4th at one of the big meets in the recent past. Are you looking towards going for more personal records, or is it more just about training?
I still feel like I have a lot of room to grow. I still feel like I'm not at a point where I've hit my peak or my climax yet, especially in the hurdles, because I still need to work on actually learning how to hurdle instead of just running hard and fast.
This has been a NorthJerseySports.com Athlete of the Week. Congratulations, Kyle.
Thank you.
Do you want a highlight that will stand out from the mold? Rising Recruits is here for you. Professional title screens with easy-to-read important information. Use of multiple camera angles. Professional graphics that emphasize your skills for coaches to see. And 4K and high frame rate cameras to capture all the action. Call, email, or visit Small Moments Productions online today.